I want it here. There we go. Right. Let's just get this up right the fuck now. Here we go. As you can see here, we're live early. And I'm live a little bit earlier for a reason. Because I've got a lot to talk about before the game. Now I'm thinking of starting to do pre-match thoughts and post-match reactions. But what I'm thinking of doing from now, and I'm going to do it today, is do the post-match reaction live, considering I do it literally as I finish streaming while it's in my brain. Um, just do the post-match reaction live, but make sure that I clip it and post it separate so that people that don't catch the end of the stream can still watch the post-match. I think that's what I'm going to do going forward. I also think I'm going to do pre-match thoughts, so I'm not doing these on stream and I'm not streaming too early or anything. Where do we start with today's game? This is our starting lineup. It hasn't put it in position yet, but I assume it's another 4-2-3-1, and Coburn starts again. It could be to be fair, it could be a flat 4-3-3, but I do think it'll be a 4-2-3-1 with Smallbone in the 10, Aziz and Bello the wingers with Coburn up front. Again, I said after the Swansea game or after the Watford game, I'm done speaking on Coburn. I've said enough. I've said too much that I just don't care anymore. I'm done talking about Coburn. But first of all, it's a fun little stat for today's game. If we go to the head-to-head, I saw somewhere that they'd won once in 9 visits to the Den, but the last time we lost to West Brom was in 2020, and we played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times since then. Hello, Josh, mate. And then before 2020, you're going back to 2018. Obviously, they had a spell in the Prem, which would have been here. Obviously, August 2020 to August or June, July time of September, they was in the Prem, came straight back down. And again, we've had that number for a while. But I've gone, as you can see here, I am frozen, but I've gone for a 1-1 draw. I cannot see us getting a win today. We need to buck our fucking ideas up. Because again, Coventry won 5-0. Stoke drew. A win could put us as high as 5th, should results go our way. Hull got a really good win against Sheffield United. Sheffield United lose another game. Who else played? Sheffield Wednesday, yeah, they lost to Cov. And Wrexham Birmingham was last night. And what's the last game? I miss it. No, that was it. I watched the Tottenham game as well at the same time. I had 4 games all on one screen. But if we're looking at our last 5 games, this is relegation form. This is abysmal. We have to change something. In terms of our away form, look, joint 3rd and a positive goal difference. But at home, terrible. Terrible. Thankfully, teams like Oxford, Derby, Blackburn, Sheffield Wednesday, Norwich, Sheffield United haven't won a game at home all season. But we've only won one and lost the rest. As you can see, I'm kind of blocking it, but over here, our top scorer is Camille Negley. And his football rate is 6.71. Yes, he's outperforming his XG. But when 2 goals in 8 games, and I'm pretty sure he is the only Millwall player on more than 1 goal in the Championship this season. He is. That's not fucking good enough. In terms of he's top of goal contributions as well. Like, it's not good enough. Mihailo's on an XG of 2.2. It's just not. Hello, John, mate. Yeah, look, I get it. Mate, I just don't understand why we're not playing Langstaff. We tried with Coburn. We tried with Ivanovic. Neither of them are working. Go with Langstaff. The one time Langstaff's on the same amount of goals as Josh Coburn for this season. We have 5 different goal scorers with 6 goals in 8 games, and it's not. You have to look at the squad from last season to this season. It's night and day. The quality we have in the squad this season. Fuck the injuries. The quality we have in the squad this season, we should be in and around the top 6. And a lot of people are quick to say Negley's not good enough or Cundle's not good enough. They've sucked the fucking ball in the back of the net. Better than the striker that we was demanding 15 million for in the summer. So you can't say, oh, he's been shit, he's been shit, he's been shit. I just feel like players need to step up. It's not good enough. It just isn't. 11 points from 8 games. If you look at the results we've had, it's poor. If you look at if we would have said after this point with the teams that we've played, you would take it. But the problem with our season is we're looking at all of this and we're still pissed off because we just haven't been playing well. It just isn't good enough. And this is West Brom today might be one of the easier games we play this month. Obviously, we got the international break, which is shit. Hate it. But like when I'm looking at Oxford as potential points, and I'm not sure about these 4, something's wrong. Obviously. Yeah, Josh, what for? Well, we got just under 20 minutes till kick-off. And I just, like, I'm not the type of person that would, like, leave a game early or stop watching early. But if we have another performance like Wednesday, then I don't know what to do. Do you know what I mean? No, I didn't see that, Josh. But, like, I'm looking at all of this. Going back to the team for today. There we go. We've finally got it sideways here. It does look like it would be a 4-2-3-1. I'm hoping Ballow's on the left and Aziz is on the right. But he's put Leonard back in for Harding, which not exactly against. But I didn't think Harding's performance on Wednesday was valid enough to be dropped. Again, gone with a lot more experience than youth. Obviously, Sturges in there maybe to give Brian a rest. But Mitchell Luongo and Smallbone in there instead of Kundal or Negley and Mazusako. Again, Mazusako didn't warrant getting dropped on Wednesday. I thought he was one of the better players for us. And Noah Marku, so again, I know Aziz is 24. Yeah, 24. So somewhat young, but he's still got the experience. He's got more experience than a Marku does. So I feel like it is just a fully experienced squad, which, to be fair, if you're going to go experienced, you'd go Langstaff instead of Coburn. But that's by the by. Again, West Brom are starting with 3 former Millwall players in Callum Stiles, Jason Malumbi, and Jed Wallace. Price is definitely going to be a player to watch out for, as well as Toby Collier. For the bench, we've got Crocombe, Taylor, Joe Bryan, Mazusako, Kundal, Amaku, Negley, Langstaff, and Mihailo. The thing I don't get is we've played. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to click on us. We've played one game with a back three, which I think was the system he was playing at Norwich when he got them up. I think. Not entirely sure. But we played a back three once, and I'm pretty sure, and I can comfortably say, that this was our best performance of the season. Norwich, we were good, but everyone here was outstanding. Ivanovic didn't have fuck all to do. Kelly got injured, unfortunately. But again, our best performance of the season, playing a new formation that we haven't played before. Stick Taylor in here. Play this. Cooper, Kramer, Taylor, or Cooper, Taylor, Kramer. With Harding and Sturge, or even Leonard and Sturge as the wing backs. Mazusako, Luongo, then play Aziz Amaku, or Bangura Williams Amaku, or Bangura Williams Aziz, or whatever, with Ivanovic. Like, we played absolutely well against a team that are now 19 games unbeaten, the only team that could possibly go invincible after beating Liverpool last weekend. And if we was competent at penalties, they would have had a loss. What? No. I'm alright. But it's like, why not play this? Why not? Why not? You can't say it's a bad idea when the one time we've played it, it's been by far our best performance. Give it a run out in the Championship. Maybe do it against Stoke or QPR. Like, just do it. We took a solid Palace team all the way to penalties. And again, I don't know I think it was Coburn. If Coburn and Negley could take their fucking chances, we'd have won the game outright. How long's Kelly out for? I'm not entirely sure. I don't even know if it even comes up that he's injured. It doesn't say that he's injured on here. But it's like, come on. 4-4-2's not working, so we changed it to the 4-2-3-1. And the 4-2-3-1's not working. To be fair, I do think if we're playing a 4-4-2, we cannot be playing both Coburn and Ivanovic up front. I don't think that'll work. I do think Langstaff with one of Coburn and Ivanovic could work. Especially if we played this formation, fuck the two striker formation when Doughty comes back, because Doughty played in a back five for Luton. Like, this is an option, and we should be trying it. Just do something different, because every single fucking time we're playing, teams have got a number because we're just so fucking two-dimensional, and it's so obvious the way we play every fucking time. Get the ball in the deck, get Langstaff in the team, and we'll fucking run at them. Get Amaku and either Ballo or Aziz. Stick. I don't even think Negley in the 10. I don't even know who you put in the 10. But just fucking. Fuck the 10. Play the 4-4-2. Get Aziz and Amaku, or Ballo and Amaku, to just fucking run at people. Same with Langstaff. Get the ball on the floor and run at teams. That's why Amaku's been arguably our best player in terms of in offence. Obviously, Kramer's been night and day our best player this season. Get Amaku on the wing, running at players, and that's why he's so effective and has been so far this season. when we run at defenders, they don't know what the fuck to do. So do it. If you have Nigley on one wing and Amarku on the other wing, they are complete contrasting players. Nigley drifts in, Amarku stays wide. So every time we go down the left-hand side, teams know what Amarku wants to do. They want him, he's either going to take it down the byline, run as fast as he can, and then put a low-driven cross in, or cut in on his right foot and either shoot or cross it. Every single fucking time. But he's never going to drift in the field and then play a ball across. He's either going to cross the ball or he's going to shoot. So if you double up on Amarku, like Coventry did on Wednesday, then he's just going to be snuffed out. Which he has been this season. Since Charlton game. Watford, Swansea and Cov all doubled up over on Marku and he wasn't able to do much. That's who we play in the 10 actually. I've just thought of it. Get Langstaff up front, get Amarku on one wing, Aziz or Ballo on the other, and get Bangura Williams in the 10 and have them run at people. But it won't happen. Unfortunately. I don't think it can happen because the way we play is, as long as we have one of Ivanovic or Coburn on the pitch, we're going to look to go long and find them every time. And I went through this on Wednesday. We are 14th in terms of our average squad rating in the Championship. We are second bottom for goals per match. The only team that have a worse goals per game ratio is Sheffield United. But we've scored less goals than a makeshift Wednesday side. That's not good enough. Hello, Kevin, mate. Cheers. Thank you for your support. It's just so fucking annoying. Because lower mid-table for average possession, which you would assume with a Millwall team, we're not going to have that much possession against teams. Expected goals, mid-table, which shows that we're creating enough. But bottom for big chances and bottom for shots on target, which shows that we're not creating good enough chances. And when we are, we're not having enough shots. And look at that. 7th for average long balls per match, which just shows everything that we do. 2nd for accurate crosses, just behind Coventry. 2nd from accurate crosses. Which just shows, look, you don't even have to watch Millwall play a game if you're an opposition manager. You can just fucking look at these stats. Because you can look at this and say, okay, Millwall, they put crosses in and they look to go long. They're not going to create much. So as long as we can camp the box, keep them out to about 20, 30 yards, they're going to try and pass it around us. Fourth for tackles per game. 5th in possession won in the final third. So we're going to overturning teams. And when you overturn teams, you have to punish them. It's teams like Coventry and teams like Birmingham, even Southampton, Leicester, although they've not clicked yet, Middlesbrough, Stoke. If they turn you over high, they will punish you. And that's exactly what Coventry did. 3 times on Wednesday. Especially that first goal. They overturned us from a crumb or mistake. They managed to take it round our goalkeeper, put it across and tap home. We've got to be better. We're currently top for fouls per game. Which means nothing, considering we're only mid-table for yellow cards. No, I'm not allowed to. I won't be showing it, but I will have like a commentary over it. And having said that, I do need to switch this. Hang on, 2 seconds. Bang! There we go. Let me just tilt this down just a little and then move that across. Lovely. I fixed the background, by the way, for those of you that, what's it called? Obviously, I wasn't here on Wednesday. I'm back home. Let's get the game on. I need to make sure that I've got the timer ready. And there we go. This game's going to go one of two ways. We're going to get battered or we'll win 1-0. There is no in between. We haven't scored more than one goal in a game since the opening day, which has been by far our best performance in the league. And even then, at times we weren't exactly good enough. We weren't necessarily bad, and I feel like obviously we deserved the win. Let me just sort this out. Scroll. There you go. So you can see their goalkeeper. But when you're dominate, why is my hang on? Stop. Motherfucker. 2 seconds. No, just once. Thank you. Oh, fuck me. Alright, hopefully that sorts it out. And that's not going to work. Cheers! Oh, there we go. Hang on. There we go. Hopefully that sorted it out. I hope so. If it doesn't, and it glitches, then it is what it is. I don't get to choose. Players in the tunnel waiting for them to come out, as always. You can see the teams on the right-hand side of your screen. I move this over again. I only had to move it over because Thomas Asante scored their third goal or fourth goal. I think it was it. Yeah, it was their third goal. Was it their fourth goal? It might have been their fourth goal. No, it was Kesler Hayden that scored their fourth goal. And obviously, because he had a double barrel surname, it went long. I've gone with the 1-1 draw. If I'm being honest, I feel like we're going to lose 3-0. I think we'll either lose 3-0 or we'll win 1-0. No in between. Maybe we could get a 0-0 draw. But West Brom will be licking their lips at this and thinking we can do him here. It has been 5 years since they beat us. And I think that was in lockdown, so there was no fans in the stadium. No, it would have been... Yeah, it was 2020. It wasn't 2019. It was 2020. It was in September of 2020, so it would have been as football had restarted for the new season. Still waiting for the players to come out, and here they come. We got a bald referee. I can't see who that is. I won't say that I know who it is. But here we go. I've been... Yeah, it literally is going to be that. Like I said, we'll either lose 3-0 or win 1-0, and the only way we'll win 1-0 is if we put in a Palace Norwich type performance. Anything less than that, anything like the Charlton or even the Watford performance, if we put in the kind of performance like we did against Watford, we will get tonked. And if you put in a performance against Coventry, you may not see me again. A relatively novice manager in Ryan Mason against an experienced head in Alex Neil. But it's Millwall, and who knows how the fuck this will go. I don't think anyone inside this stadium knows. It is sold out today. But who knows? I have no idea. Also, I don't know if Harry's still here. Harry, if you are still here, told you, Wednesday, told you it'd be fucking sold out and there'll be 20k fans in here. Not bad. Probably not that many. Probably be like 18 or 19k. But when you've got players like Samuel Willing Jr. to come off the bench Yeah, could be a tough one for us today, but we just got to make sure that we're on it. Because again, like I said, I've said this whole season. When we're on it, we are top six quality. Tim Robinson is the referee. I feel like I recognise his name, and I don't know why, which might be a good thing. Can you stop doing that? Okay, it keeps freezing. It's doing my head in. Referee just doing a coin toss now. Jed gets the choice. Obviously, Jed Wallace, captain of West Brom. I think it will be West Brom that has kickoff. Let me just make sure I've got this up. Once more, Dortmund have just equalised against Leipzig. That's now Dortmund 1, Leipzig 1. As goals go in around the grounds, if I see them, obviously, I'll let you know the scores as they happen. Obviously, I do feel it's a little early in the season. We're only 8 games in. We've only just turned into October, and we have kickoff. And of course, Billy Mitchell stood in the centre circle. Of course, Millwall kicking from right to left into the north stand. First half. Just waiting for that notification that we've started so I can mute the game. It doesn't come up in my notifications. Do not need to be notified ahead of time. There we go. And we are off for the start of the game. Oh, no, never mind. Hang on. Billy Mitchell faked it. And they got caught in our half. So hang on once again. And we're off. There we go. Long ball switched out to the right wing. It's headed away and then helped on out for a throw by Johnston, I think it was. No, it was Price that helped it on. Leonard lining up a long throw over on the far side. Referee pauses the game to have a word with Cooper and his marker. I can't see who that is. I think it might be Collier. It might not be. I can't see for sure. But Leonard with the long throw. It goes over both Cooper and Kramer, who now flicks it back in after it was headed away. Cooper heads it back in. It's headed away again. Helped on, headed back in, headed away again, and now West Brom can come forward. Switched out to the left-hand side. Helped on first time to the right-hand side where Jed Wallace is. And he's offside. Jed Wallace went a little too early. And as he approached the ball, got a couple boos from the Millwall fans, which, in my opinion, don't really see why. I was at the game a couple of years ago. I think it was 2022, it may have been 2023, when we won 2-1 against West Brom. As following the free kick, there's been a free kick given against Smallbone on Collier, so it's a West Brom free kick. And obviously, Jed Wallace got the assist for West Brom's goal as they went 1-0 up. We turned it around, but he celebrated in front of our end, which is why I understand that. West Brom on the right hand side puts the low cross in. It's blocked behind by Sturge for a West Brom corner on the near side. And it'll be really interesting to see what Johnson can do from this. Johnston with the corner. It's headed away. Not really. Somehow found its way away. Back out to Johnston. Goes past Sturge, who committed. Low cross in. It's headed away by Luongo. Sturge helps it up the line for Aziz, who just doesn't get across, and Collier takes it out of play for the Millwall throw. Sturge with the ball up the line. Coburn just being held again. And the pass forward from Malombi is Deflected off a small bone and out for a throw. The referee makes him take it closer to the halfway line. It goes back to Campbell to take the throw. Looking for his options. He does go up the line. Header won by Luongo. Doesn't quite find its way to Coburn, and Mepham launches it forward. But it goes straight out of play for a throw-in on the near side. Cooper takes it really quickly, gives it to Bender, who goes long, looking for Smallbone. It was actually nowhere near a Millwall player. Smallbone was the closest, but still a good few yards away. Callum Stiles and Collier between them can keep possession for West Brom. I think Johnston's playing on the right and Wallace is on the left. Oxford are taking the lead at Watford. Watford 0, Oxford 1. Johnston manages to cut it back to Malumbi. And across to Phillips. Touched inside by Stiles, who's then forced back under pressure. And now Mepham goes back to the goalkeeper. Phillips holding off Coburn. And Crumb are able to just touch it down under no real pressure, following Griffith's clearance. Just passing it amongst the defence, looking for options. Mitchell goes across to Sturge, cuts infield, gives it to Mitchell. Who goes for a long ball switch to the far right. Nodded inside by, I think it was Leonard. Oh, it was Aziz actually. But just found a West Brom player. Ballo with the block, trying to get onto the rebound, and he does, but his header tried to knock it past Campbell. And unfortunately just took it out for a throw. Unlucky from Ballo there. Good pressure. But again, long throw up the line. It's flicked on by, who was that? Price, I think it was. Cooper moving forward down the left channel. Looks for the right foot, the left-footed switch to the right where Aziz is, and West Brom player jumped. I think it was Stiles jumped and missed it, and Aziz doesn't get his control. Just doesn't get it under control. Under not a lot of pressure. Stiles was coming across, but Aziz didn't have time to get it down. It wasn't a difficult one to control. Just gets his touch run, goes out of play for the throw. Mill will get the throw following Stiles' throw. I think it came off of Wallace in the end. And Leonard can line up another long one, should he want to. Leonard with the long throw. Cooper can't get his head on it, and it's just cleared away in front of Aziz. Sturge launches one forward once more. Free header for the West Brom defence, and no one can get on it. It's a good turn by the West Brom player, and it's played in behind. Sturge gets back and covers well, and plays it off the West Brom attacker. I'm not sure who that was. It was Jed Wallace. Furthest forward, Sturge manages to get it between Sturge and Bender. They manage to deal with it. Southampton have taken the lead at Derby. Good tackle by Smallbone. Ball into Coburn's feet. He holds it up well. Switches it wide to the right where Aziz is. Puts a cross in first time. Flick through the legs. Billy Mitchell with the strike from distance, and it's headed over the bar. And out for a corner. Good strike by Mitchell. He kept it low. It was definitely going goalwards. Not sure if it was going to go in, if the keeper had it covered. I'll see from this angle. It's flicked behind. Mitchell just opened up his body. Looked to put it in the far corner. Yeah, the keeper probably had it covered. Anyway. Did well to keep it low. Keeper would have dealt with it anyway. Not sure he would have caught it. Probably would have parried it anyway. But Mill had the corner on this near side. It's Smallbone with the delivery. Just over. It bounces through across the 6 yards again. Coburn tussling with the West Brom defender. Gets the back heel off but can't find a Millwall shirt. Billy Mitchell up against 2 Millwall players up against it. We've won the ball back. Ball out wide. Aziz with some step overs goes to the byline and is tackled behind for a corner on the far side. Man United are taking the lead against Sunderland. Man U 1, Sunderland 0. Another small bone delivery this time. Would have thought maybe we could have put someone like Aziz on it, but maybe not. We'll see small bones delivery here. Ball in, it's headed away. Again, the outswinger just took it away from the penalty spot, more closer to the edge. It was just helped on. Not the best of balls from Smallbone. Ballo goes wide to Leonard, now Mitchell. Deep cross into the box where Cooper is. Heads it back across, but there's no one there. Smallbone touches it down to Mitchell. Gives it wide to Aziz. Cuts inside on his left foot with a deep cross to the back post. Coburn manages to get it back across. Cooper's header and the keeper parries it. And West Brom can bring it away. Little bit acrobatical, I think, from the keeper there. I feel like he could have held that. But Coburn done well at the back post to get it back across. Cooper equally done well to get it goalwards. And it's a good chance for Millwall. Somehow, keeper doesn't hold it. He probably should. Opts to parry it instead, although he does parry it into about 4 West Brom players. Ball switched out wide now to Campbell, sorry. Goes further forwards to Wallace. Collier across to Mepham. And then receives it back off Mepham. Passes it through Malumbi to Campbell, who gave it straight back to Malumbi, who looked to go long into the channel for Jed Wallace. And unfortunately for them, goes straight out of play for the throw-in. Sturge 1-2 with Mitchell. As now I'm looking at Cooper for some reason. I don't know why. Camera, can you move back to the game? Yeah, somehow West Brom have got the ball. I just looked at Cooper for a good 10 seconds. I don't know fucking why. Whoever's in charge of the camera work there needs to be sacked. West Brom come down the left-hand side, look for a ball in the channel. Kramer's already there. Just manages to give it back to Bender and slices his clearance. I feel like Kramer did hit. He was needlessly over here. I was just looking at the replay of the chance now. Cooper does kind of just get a Coburn does get a shove at the back post. But yeah, Cooper should be holding that. Coburn done well to peel off at the back post. Manages to poke it and back across, and Cooper heads it across. Back across goal, and the keeper gets down well. Well, I don't know what's happened here. I'm now looking at some West Brom players walking back. We now get to see a replay. Ball came to Coburn. Oh, wow. That should be a yellow card, hopefully. It should be for Mepham. It is. The only yellow card for Mepham. Obviously, while we're looking at the replay of the Coburn chance, Coburn's about to run through. Misplaced pass from a West Brom player. Coburn picks it up in midfield. Crosses the halfway line. Knocks it past Mepham as he slides and just takes out Coburn. Deep cross to the back post. Cooper tries to head it down between him and Kramer, and then Billy Mitchell gives away the free kick. The West Brom player got there early. Mitchell confused about the foul, although, to be fair, I do think it was a foul. Not a good enough ball into the box, just under hit from Leonard. Yeah, West Brom player just gets there. It was Jed Wallace. Wallace gets there just before Mitchell. Mitchell makes contact. There you go, a foul. And again, while the game's going on, we're now looking at the managers. Fuck off! Ball back to the keeper and Coburn slips. Campbell manages to play up the line. Jed Wallace tries to play it infield. Luongo with the interception. Up against 2 West Brom players. Needs to get rid of it, Luongo. Manages to just about get it to Sturge while it's on the floor. Cambridge have taken the lead against Crawley. Cambridge 1, Crawley 0. And Bender goes long, and it's straight out of fucking play. Swansea have conceded to Leicester. Leicester have taken the lead at Swansea. Swansea 0, Leicester 1. And Bendon's had 2 or 3 tries to kick it now, and all of them have been wayward and nowhere near a Millwall player. So we desperately need Jansen back. Ball played first time forward by Collier, finds Luongo. And now Ballo down the left-hand side, 1-on-1 with Campbell. Now Sturge goes back to Cooper, across to Mitchell. Plays it in for lovely infield pass into Smallbone, and now gives it to Aziz on the far side. Tried to go past Styles, but it's blocked and finds its way to Leonard. Now Mitchell back to Leonard. Leonard playing deeper than he normally does. Sometimes he goes forward. I think with Aziz on that wing, Sturge tries to pass up the line. Ballo manages to keep it in. Tries to go past, I think it was Collier there. It was Collier not letting him pass. Patel play for the throw. But it's interesting to see Aziz on that far side as well. Like, it's so nice to see because now they're both playing wide. Leonard stays back. We're not getting exploited down the right-hand side. And now we've got 2 players that can hug the touchline and get crosses in. Bender launches one forward, looking for Coburn, but it doesn't even reach him. Header by Mitchell finds Aziz, just goes back to Leonard. Across to Kramer, now Cooper. Ball launched forward, Coburn gives away the free kick. West Brom take it quickly. Go out to the left-hand side. Mepham gives it across to Styles. Infield for Price, who dropped deep. Now Malumbi. 1-2 with Collier. Just trying to find some support. Not really triggering the press just yet. Now Coburn does. Forces them back to Griffiths. Now Phillips. Goes wide to Campbell. Looks for a ball in the midfield, but it's cut out again. And West Brom are really not playing well. Every time they're trying that chance ball, we're intercepting it every time, and we're coming straight back at them. Here's Ballo down the left-hand side. Gives it to tries to get past Campbell, but cuts back. Gives it to Sturge, who gives it to Mitchell. Bromley has scored. Bromley 1, Tranmere 0. Kramer now across to Aziz. Touches it infield. His touch is heavy, and it's poor from Aziz again. Tries to win it back, but it gets past him, and Collier can come forward. Plays it across to Campbell. Now Griffiths. Mepham assessing options. Gives it to Malumbi, who goes back to Griffiths. West Brom avoiding to go long, which allows us to get up the pitch, put some high pressure on them, and let it go straight through the back of Johnston. And concedes a free kick midway through their half. Didn't really need to. Wasn't really going anywhere. Had his back to our team. Or our goal, I should say. Back to our half. It was only going backwards. Didn't need to make the challenge, really. But he has done, and West Brom have a free kick and a chance to launch it forward. Must be pretty fucking windy. I've seen that ball move like 4 times. Mepham trying to assess his options. Don't know what to do. And he's left it for the keeper. And I think if he does that later in the game, he gets booked for time wasting. Keeper just sends it long. Don't know why Mepham couldn't have done that in the first place. Sturge wins the header, but Campbell can just usher it out of play under some light pressure from Ballo. Ball launched forward following the throw. Cooper heads it away. It's helped on by Luongo. Ballo jumps, gets a shove in the back. Surprised the referee's not given a foul there. Oh no, he has. He's given the foul on Smallbone. That happened afterwards. So a chance just inside our half. A few yards infield from the touchline. Chance to launch one forward. Sturge leaves it for Luongo, who steals some more yards forward. Absolutely hammers one, which is a good ball, but no one can get there. He's headed away as far as Kramer on the edge. Goes wide to Aziz. Cuts inside, puts it in on his left, and it's shot onwards, and it's in! Jay Cooper scores! It was a good ball in the box by Aziz. Cooper just toe poked it goalwards. And it goes under the keeper. And it's Millwall 1, West Brom 0. And here's another stat for you. Every game we've scored first this season, which has only been, I'm pretty sure, 2 games, we have not conceded. Not conceded, we've won every game. I mean, that's what I meant to say. Let's make that smaller, there we go. Yeah, header away, not the best from, I think it was Campbell. Kramer just give it to Aziz. Just put it on the outside, put it on his left foot, put it in. Smallbone misses the flick on. Cooper puts it through, I think it was Nat Phillips' legs. And it goes under the goalkeeper. And there it is, Millwall 1, West Brom 0. It's a good finish from Cooper, to be fair. I'm not sure if there was any sort of deflection of the defender as it went through his legs. I don't think there was. At least I couldn't see if there was. But West Brom now have a corner after all them replays. Sick. Cheers. I hate. Do you know what? That's the one thing I hate about this, man. Like their camera work's pissing me off. Johnston with the corner then for West Brom. Put in low and cleared away at the near post. And it's out for a throw midway through the Millwall half. Yeah, we have to capitalise. West Brom have been subpar. They've been poor so far. We've got to make it 2 or 3. Can't let them get back into the game at all. Ball up the line. Ballo gets, I think, a shove in the back. The referee doesn't give it, and it's apparently a West Brom throw. I thought it for sure would have came off at least Campbell, gone through Ballo's legs. Yeah, well done, ref. I was about to say that should have been a foul throw. So the throw-in overturned after the foul throw from Campbell. Long throw from Sturge. I think it's come off of Coburn there. The referee gives it our way. Couldn't see who it come off of. It was 2 West Brom and Coburn in and around there. The ball went in between them. That definitely has come off of Campbell though. It's another throw. Sturge back to Cooper. Looks for the switch. It's not the best of balls. Header inside by Styles. Poor touch by Collier. And Smallbone gets in and wins the ball back. Good play from Smallbone. Not the best of balls from Cooper. But again, some good pressure and we've won the ball back. Sturge manages just to get it away. Good turn from Mitchell as well under the pressure of Price. Manages to get out of a sticky situation between them. Sturge and Mitchell. And now here we come down the right hand side. Smallbone goes back to Leonard. Now finds Kramer. He goes just across to Cooper. Wallace comes across, so Cooper just gives it back to Bender. Takes a touch and goes long. Does he find a Millwall shirt this time? It is actually to Aziz, who's just over his head. Now Stars moves down the left-hand side. Aziz with the nudge. I thought that could have potentially been shoulder to shoulder there, but the referee feels it was in the back, so. Ball in field. Oh, Ballo just about can't get there. It just evades him. Ballo does well to stop Campbell from getting any further forward and forces him back. Phillips across to Mepham. First time pass to Collier from Styles. Now can't get the ball down. Portsmouth have taken the lead against Middlesbrough. Mitchell with the ball out to Smallbone. Aziz further ahead of him. 1-on-1 with, goes on his left foot again, puts across into the box. It's over his head and Ballo can't get on the end of it. It was Sturge, it wasn't even Ballo, it was Sturge. couldn't have been more than an inch away from connecting with it. I think he does just get a slight touch on it. I'm not entirely sure. But you think if he gets his head on that, that's 2-0. Good play from the West Brom player. Holding it up. But again, just forced to go back to their defence. Ballo putting pressure on Campbell. Collier allowed to turn. Johnston. Collier plays the first time ball into the channel, looking for. I think that was Hegebo. Yeah. I mean, when we had Kramer down the right hand side with Aziz, like that's how we got the lead against Norwich. Oh wow, West Brom are the opponent that Alex Neil has faced the most times as a manager in the Championship without actually winning yet. Drawing 1 and losing 6. So Bender goes long. Mepham wins. Phillips wins a header, and the pass back to the keeper. Coburn puts under pressure. Griffiths manages to go long. Keeper heads it over Wallace into the channel. Sturge can't keep it in, unfortunately. So out play for a throw on this near side. It's hard to see what West Brom's shape are. Oh, it's a poor back pass. No one went for it. Coburn's been slipped in. Needs some support. Cuts inside. Goes for the shot, but it was blocked off. He has to pass it there, Coburn. That's not good enough. Had Aziz to his right, and Campbell slices the clearance out for a throw. Under pressure from Ballo, but Coburn slipped in. Just doesn't have the pace, Coburn. Can't get away from the defender. Good ball in from Mitchell. Mepham come across. There's Mitchell and Aziz. Opts to go for the shot, and it's just blocked in front of him. Sturge with the throw. Touchdown by Luongo. Manages to hold off the West Brom player. Manages to get it to Ballo. Stands on the ball and falls. That's unlucky. Whoa, that's some bad wind. Sturge manages to intercept it. Malumbi back to Campbell, whose touch is heavy, but just about manages to evade the 3 Millwall players around him. Mitchell does well, almost, to try and keep the ball. But the touch is heavy, and Sturge wins the free kick. Tranmere have equalised at Bromley. It's now Bromley 1, Tranmere 1. Dagenham and Redbridge are now 1-0 down to Maidstone. Yay. At least we're playing well. Hegebo conceding the... it was Hegebo that conceded the free kick. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I'm wrong, I apologise. But a deep free kick for Luongo, just inside the West Brom half. Can't be more than 5 yards from the touchline again, and it goes long. It's not got much distance on it. It's just more across than forward. And a touch inside, and its clearance is blocked off a Cooper. And straight out for a goal kick. Ball into the channel. Wallace manages to turn past Mitchell and starts West Brom forward. It's a 4-on-4 here. Wallace looking to go alone, maybe. Cooper does well. Mitchell back to Sturge, who just launches it up the line. It's touched down by Campbell, but his touch is heavy and Mitchell picks it up. It's just behind Ballo, which stops him from running. Ballo manages to do well with it. Nice footwork from Mitchell. Tries to play it into Coburn. Clearance deflects off him, and he just can't get the second ball. It's just launched forward by Nat Phillips. Cooper's header forward. It's just touched down by Johnston. Moves in field. And Johnston's touch is heavy. Luongo manages to get there, keep it in play, put the ball into the channel, and it's away from Coburn and curls out of play for the throw. Again, I have to say, I don't want to say, I don't really want to say anything. 2 seconds. I'll carry on this point in a moment. Mitchell's just switched out to the right hand side, but it's overhit and Leonard can't keep it in. I don't want to jinx it. I probably shouldn't be saying this. But again, similar to the Coventry game, opening half an hour, we've played well. Got a goal for a, what's it called? Like, no real threat from West Brom, other than 2 corners that haven't beaten the first man. But you'd think if we carry on like this, like, it's a good performance from everyone. There's not a single player that's. The only person you could probably single out at the moment is Bendo, who's had fuck all to do other than launch the ball forward, and even then he's fucked it a couple of times. But that's being super nitpicky. I'm not going to do that. Again, as long as he stays switched on for when West Brom do come at us, not got a problem. But pretty comfortable for us at the moment, but we can't get complacent. Leonard helps it on. It does get caught late. The referee does give the foul. I'm not sure who caught him, to be honest. I think it was may have been Styles. The referee's called someone over and has got his yellow card out, and it will be for, I don't know, camera didn't pan. And it was, yeah, it was Callum Styles. He was late. Does go studs up. Not really gone, kicked through him. But yeah, yellow card. Free kick in a decent position. Got to make it count. Launched to the back post again. Cooper jumps. It's flicked on by a West Brom player. Millwall fans shout for handball, but Campbell just launches one up the line where there was no West Brom player. And Sturridge can bring it down under no pressure. Gives it across to Leonard. Back to Bender. Hegabo somewhat closing him down, but Bender does go long. No, again, doesn't even clear the halfway line. Mitchell manages to get it to Sturridge. Back to Bender. It was hit a little bit hard. His touch is poor. Bender's touch was poor and he was always reaching for it. The West Brom player slid in across. Bender just telling Sturridge to chill. But Wallace with the slide deflects rather than blocks the clearance. Bender with a poor touch. And Wallace, it comes off Wallace and goes out of play for Millwall throw midway through our half. Sturridge with the throwing up the line. It's won by a West Brom head. But then Luongo, I feel like that could have been a foul on Coburn. But Aziz has picked it up in the middle. It's good footwork. Manages to get it out wide to Leonard. Now Luongo. United are 2-0 up against Sunderland. Leonard into Aziz. Manages to keep it in. And then goes back to Leonard. Over on the far side. And now we come across. And now back to Bender. Launches a long ball forward. Finally does cross the halfway line. Coburn's just being pulled about. And the referee plays the advantage. Bristol City have taken the lead against QPR. Bristol City 1, QPR 0. At least the ref was acknowledging the pulling and pushing from the West Brom player on Coburn. Ball into Aziz, just evades him. But back to Griffiths, who takes his touch. Coburn closes him down. And he's forced to put it out of play into the channel. No, it's kept in by Egabo. Touchdown by Wallace. It might have been Price, not Hegabo. I think that was Hegabo. Price is there in the middle there. Ball finds its way out wide to Campbell now. Phillips goes forward, tried to help it on, did Price. But Cooper stepped in. And luck of the green there. The interception made. Manages to just evade Smallbone. The ball with Styles. Now Collier. Mepham goes across to Phillips, who gives it to Campbell. And so far, looking at the stats, 50-50 in terms of possession. They've had 7 touches in their boxes with 5 shots, 2 on target. Obviously, the 1 goal. They've had none. In terms of touches in our box and shots on target, obviously, because not had a shot yet. And in 32, 33 minutes of football. So West Brom, that's good play, in cut play with Wallace and Johnston. Johnston puts the ball into the box and Leonard touches it behind for a corner. Again, still yet to have a touch in our box. Our West Brom. Cross came in from Johnston. Price was the closest player to it. It was still a few yards away. Leonard maybe had time to have a touch, but if you're taking a touch in there, it's risky. Don't mind him putting it out. Johnston with the corner then. This time it will be an in-swinger. Ball in, and it's all the way through. I don't know if anyone got a touch on it. It was a deep one to the back post. No one got a touch that I know of. Nah, no one got a touch. No one near it. And it just bounces out for a goal kick. Bennett to take the goal kick then. Obviously goes long. Manages to clear the halfway line. Just about. It's won by West Brom head. Headed on by Kramer. Mitchell flicks it on. Barrow can't get on the end of it. Now Campbell in field, touched by Wallace. Takes it wide. Manages to keep it in play, but in a foot race with Sturge, you're not winning that. Good tackle. It was Ballo. Fucking hell. Campbell to take the throw. Goes for a long one. It's headed away at the near post. Headed infield. A couple of touches in the box for West Brom. Cooper manages to deal with it. Someone managed to get it clear. Not very far. Campbell. That's an arm in Mitchell's face there. Sturge puts it out of play for the throw-in. But again, not really. I mean, I don't know if you could maybe say that that looked a little panicky, but it just does look comfortable for us. Ball thrown in, it's headed away at the first man. Ballo pulled to the floor. Sturge with some nice footwork. Got three West Brom players around him. Manages to get it away only as far as Collier. Now Wallace into the channel for Johnston. Step over, puts the ball into the box. It's headed away at the near post. Touchdown. And a shot comes in from Malumbi. It's blocked. Campbell blocked. And it's a goal kick. Ballo played it off of Campbell. Campbell's not happy. Both Wallace, Malumbi and Campbell also around the referee. The referee did look to the linesman. I guess you see a better angle of it here. It's cleared away there. Headed away by Kramer. Malumbi's shot then blocked. And it come out to Campbell. I'm not entirely sure. Wasn't slowed down. Just played at normal speed and I couldn't see it come off last. Bromley have retaken the lead against Tranmere. Bromley 2, Tranmere 1. Coburn touched it in the channel. And again, just not quick enough to keep it in play. It's unlucky from him though. Styles encroaching about 10 yards. Flicked on by Millwall head. Cooper launches it long and high. Coburn thrown to the floor and the referee is giving it the other way. Coburn needs to learn his fucking lesson and stop hugging from behind like that. It's doing my fucking head in because referees see it all this fucking time. Wallace with the ball in field. And they switched it out to the left. Into the box, pulled in across and it's bounced all the way through. It evaded Price. Arsenal taking the lead against West Ham. Arsenal 1, West Ham 0. Not sure he put the low cross in. But it just evaded Price and Hegger by the back post. I think it might have been Johnston. Don't know what's happened there, but Leonard and Cooper just having a a word with the referee. Not sure what about. Bennett to take the goal kick long. It's a flat one. It's touched down and helped on by Leonard. It's a high one. Coburn can get there, but it's not close enough to the ball. Waits for it to come to him, but the clearance from Mepham, I think it was. Since 1987, West Brom have won just one of their 13 away league games against Millwall, drawing drawing 4 and losing the other 8. Long throw by Leonard, flicked on by Cooper. Smallbone helps it on. Coburn pulled to the floor. Not in the eyes of the referee. Again, I couldn't really see much. As I see his Coburn go down. Knowing Coburn, he is probably just weak. Malumbi across to Campbell. But again, West Brom not really able to deal with the set pieces that often, that well. Sorry, struggling a little when we have long throws or corners specifically. I mean, the deep free kicks that we just launch across, they've been able to deal with because they can see it the other way. But crosses, even just crosses in general, Luongo steals in. He does take the player first. To be fair, see the replay of that now. Leonard with the throw, flick on by Cooper. Smallbone manages to flick it. I think Coburn's just off balance, flicked it goalwards, flicked a leg at it, and fell over. Derby have equalised against Southampton. 2 worst Premier League teams of all time going head to head in the Championship this afternoon. Ball played out wide to Styles. Into the channel goes Collier, down the left hand side. Infield for, I think that's Price. It misplaces his pass. Now Mitchell cuts back, does get a little trip, and then does get the free kick just inside our half. Yeah, Mitchell just dragging the ball back. Little trip from Collier. And Leonard will look to launch one from just inside our half. A little right to the edge of the centre circle. It is a long one and it is a high one. Kramer goes to ground. I'm not sure why. Touched over by Luongo. Mitchell looks to spread it. It's not got enough on it. And the clearance is equally as poor. Coburn using his body. Manages to nod it back to Kramer. Puts it into the channel for Aziz. It's a lovely ball out to Aziz. Aziz, they're doubling up on him. So gives it back to Leonard. Crossing to the box. Cooper's header. And it is a corner. No. I think either a goal kick or offside's been given by the liner. The referee originally gave the corner. Not entirely sure what's been given. We're just looking at Cooper running back to the halfway line. Now we get to see the replay. Ball in by Luongo it was. And it was headed away by Campbell. I don't know what was given unless the free kick's been given. Hegerbo's touch takes it into Sturge. Kramer lets it run across his body. Takes the touch. Gives it into the channel to feet. Aziz with the first time pass inside looking for Ballo. Can't get on the end of it. Campbell receives it from Phillips. Up against Smallbone now. Ball into the channel for Wallace. I think that is. It is. Wallace puts a low cross in. Cooper manages to snuff it out. Sturge can't get on the end of it. And it's out play for the throw. Campbell with the throw. Flicked on. And poked away by Coburn. And now Aziz can knock it past the West Brom player. Referee gives a free kick against him. He tried to go round the West Brom player past Styles. He did go past him. I think he does just trip Styles as he's claiming he got the ball. He's got a case, you know. The reverse angle from behind does show that he does knock the ball away from Styles. Referee gives the free kick. Styles takes it, plays it first time low into the channel, goes through the legs of the West Brom player, and it's just launched away by Leonard out for a throw. Midway through our half on the far side, and it's thrown backwards to Collier, who was the deepest player back, I think. Now Malumbi. Mepham with the long switch to the right, I think it is. And it will go nowhere near Johnston. Dagenham and Redbridge have equalised. It's Dagenham and Redbridge 1, Maidstone United 1. Let's go. Bender going long again then. Again, doesn't cross the halfway line. Kramer steps in. Did that go out? No, it didn't. Coburn just being held again. Somehow we've got the ball there. Smallbone pokes it to Ballo over on the right hand side. Aziz ahead of him, finds him. Cuts in on his left, then chops back outside and then tried to go back inside. And the referee's given the free kick. As he tried to chop back inside, I think must have just tripped the West Brom player. Yeah, we'll see it here. It goes outside. Yeah, tries to go past two. Yeah, he does lunge after the ball's played. Preston 0, Charlton 0 is now half time. There will only be 1 minute added on. Which is probably just for the goal because there's been fuck all stops in this game anyway. Ball launched forward by Griffiths. Headed by a West Brom player. Helped on again. Kramer clears away. Malumbi plays it off a Smallbone's head and then it's launched forward by Campbell. You know, head forward by Cooper. Coburn gets a shove in the back. That was blatantly obvious. It's not given. The referee has given the advantage though. Mitchell. No one's wide. Aziz went narrow. Leonard's there. Ball into Aziz. Is he offside? No, he wasn't. The flag stayed down. He put the ball across and the keeper managed to get across and stop it from going beyond him. Now West Brom come forward. Wallace with the turn. West Brom player's gone down, holding his face. The referee gives the foul. Watford have equalised against Oxford right on the stroke of half time. Watford 1, Oxford 1. The referee is about to book a Millwall player. I'm not entirely sure who. Apparently it was Cooper. Johnson down, holding his face. Yeah, fair enough. Can't have no complaints there. Portsmouth 1, Middlesbrough 0, and Bristol City 1, and whoever they're playing now, I can't remember now, are both half-time scores. So you'd think it'd be the last action of the half. Keeper looking to go long, just to launch it forward, and he does. Doesn't get a lot of distance on it. You think, yeah. There goes the half-time whistle. A decent first half. Much better than recent weeks, for sure. 100%. You have to say, but obviously I feel like it's deserved, and West Brom done fuck all in this game. They've done nothing. They've not been able to get past us. The times that they've had set pieces against us, they've not been able to rarely beat the first man. Swansea 0, Leicester 1. Let me just go through the half-time scores for you all in the games we give a shit about. Blackburn 1, Stoke 1, Hull 1, Sheffield United 0, and Sheffield Wednesday 0, Coventry 5 were all midday kickoffs. For the rest of the league, Bristol City 1, QPR 0, Derby 1, Southampton 1, Millwall 1, West Brom 0, Portsmouth 1, Middlesbrough 0, Preston 0, Charlton 0, Swansea 0, Leicester 1, Watford 1, Oxford 1. In the Prem, Leeds 1, Tottenham 2 was a lunchtime kickoff. Arsenal 1, West Ham 0, and Man United 2, Sunderland 0. In League 1, we have Doncaster 1, Burton 1, Wycombe 2, Barnsley 2 were both lunchtime kickoffs. So Blackpool 0, Wimbledon 1, Bolton 2, Peterborough 1, Cardiff 1, Leyton Orient 1, Huddersfield 0, Stockport 0, Lincoln 0, Exeter 0, Plymouth 0, Wigan 0, Port Vale 0, Northampton 0, Reading 0, Mansfield 1, Stevenage 0, Luton 0. For League 2, MK Dons 3, Gillingham 2, and Newport 0, Swindon 1 were both lunchtime kickoffs. So Barnet 1, Accrington 0, Barrow 0, Shrewsbury 0, Bromley 2, Tranmere 1, Cambridge 1, Crawley 0, Cheltenham 0, Fleetwood 0, Colchester 3, Chesterfield 1, Notts County 2, Oldham 0, Salford 0, Grimsby 2, Walsall 0, Bristol Rovers 1 are your half-time scores. For the National League, Gateshead 1, Boston United 3, and Hartlepool 1, York City 2 are both lunchtime kickoffs. Braintree 0, Sutton 0, Eastleigh 0, Solihull Moors 0, Halifax 0, Brackley Town 0, Forest Green 0, Rochdale 1, Southend 1, Aldershot 0, Tamworth 0, Morecambe 0, Wealdstone 1, Altrincham 1, Woking 1, Truro City 0, Yeovil 0, Borehamwood 1 are your latest scores. For those of you that care, just in case, in the National League North and South, for the North, we have Telford United 1, Fylde 0, Buxton 1, Darlington 0, Chester FC 2, Mothertown 0, Kings Lynn 1, Scarborough 2, Leamington 1, Hereford 0, Macclesfield 0, Marine 0, Oxford City 0, Curzon Ashton 1, Peterborough Sports 1, Kidderminster Harriers 1, Radcliffe 2, Alfreton Town 0, South Shields 1, Chorley 0, Worksop Town 0, Bedford Town 1, Spennymoor Town 0, Southport 0. And for the National League South, AFC Totton 1, Weston-super-Mare 1, Chelmsford 1, Dorking 0, Chesham 0, Enfield Town 1, Chippenham Town 0, Hemel Hempstead 0, Dagenham Redbridge 1, Maidstone United 1, Ebbsfleet United 0, Eastbourne Borough 0, Farnborough 1, Bath City 0, Hampton and Richmond 1, Slough Town 0, Hornchurch 0, Horsham 0, Maidenhead 1, Worthing 0, Salisbury 0, Torquay 1, and Tunbridge Angels 0, Dover 1. And that's it for your half-time scores. Just double checking that no goals have gone in anywhere else. I don't think that they have. So, first off, we move for the stats. Just before I let you go, and I'll be back in a moment, but just before I do go, 5 shots, 2 on target. West Brom managing to have an extra 3 shots, since the stat that I read out at some point earlier in the half. Yeah, dominant performance. West Brom have more of the ball, which I'm actually quite surprised at. It doesn't seem like it. But they've done nothing with the game. They've done nothing with the ball. Mainly just passing it amongst their defence, which is where most of their possessions probably come from. Other than that, it's comfortable so far, but we can't lose concentration, because the moment we do and they get back into it, the moment they can turn it on us. Not a single Millwall player below a 6, the lowest being a 6, which is Bendo, who's had nothing to do. Smallbone is on a 6.1, but again, he's not really been involved. Same with Hegabo, who's the lowest rated player on the pitch so far. Their striker not really had much to fucking do, really. And I think that's more a testament to us and how we've defended. But I will say that is more on them as well. Some of them passes from Campbell or Styles into midfield, where Price or Johnston or Wallace have dropped deeper to receive it. Sometimes even Hegabo. Some of their passing has been pretty poor. If I look at the stats for their passing, 81% of their 181 passes have been accurate. But again, I think by far the by far the better team. They've not really done much to threaten us. And I think if we keep playing the way we're playing, we'll be more than comfortable. We'll win this game. I do feel like we need one or two more. It is Millwall at the end of the day, but again, like I said, in the 2 times that we've taken the lead this season, 1 home, 1 away, we haven't lost. We've won every game. So, yeah, I'll leave you with that. I'll be back in just a moment for the second half. Alright, players are back out for the second half. West Brom gets kicked off. Obviously, Millwall kicking from left to right into the Carblow lane end now. I will change the half-time thing in just a moment. Let me just start the timer. When it loads. Say when it loads. When the referee blows his whistle. Knobhead. Hurry up, knobhead. And we're off for the second half. We'll just change this to 2N. No, I don't want capitals. I want lowercase. There we go. West Brom have a throw on the far side. They're looking... feel like they're going to look to come at us. No changes for the second half. Ball forward is blocked. Play for a throw by Coburn. Campbell with the throw. Cooper momentarily wins it. Sturge has to do something to keep it. Gives it back to Cooper. Helped on by Mitchell. Touched forward by Mepham. Gives it wide to Styles on the left. Aziz in his face. Styles launches one over the top. Leonard gets it away. It's ahead of Luongo, who leaves it for Aziz. Back to Mitchell, now Cooper. Lovely ball into Ballow's feet, who comes semi-narrow. And it's a lovely ball out wide to Sturge. Just needs to get the burners going. Just didn't get going, Sturge. Didn't put the pace on, and Johnston comes back and puts it out of play for the throw. Making sure I don't miss nothing. I think Sturge might be ready in a long one. Let's see how big his one is. Long throw from Sturge. It's a decent one, to be fair. Ballow can't get it under control, and the pass into the channel is picked up by Billy Mitchell. Back to Leonard, who launches one forward to the left channel. Over. Oh, lovely touch by Ballow. Goes for the shot. It's deflected. Millwall fans want handball. Decent effort. I'm busy. Back in a second. 2 moments. Okay, corner came in, touched at the back post. Somehow, Kramer managed to get it back in, headed back. Aziz can't get it under control. He's bouncing around. Shot from the edges over the bar. Good performance, though. This is a lot better. Could we have found our best 11? Potentially. Corner came into the back post. Both Coburn... Oh, no. The corner was right on the keeper. He managed to palm it away. The ball came out to Ballow, who hit it first time. Trying to see if he could put it into that top right-hand corner. I don't think that was the play. But unfortunately, wasn't able to keep it down. A bit of head tennis in the middle. Comes to Cooper now. Oh, it's off the back of Aziz's head as he tried to move into the path of the ball. Kramer steps in, doesn't get there. Luongo steps in, manages to get there. Somehow, that's a Millwall throw. Hegebo trying to keep the ball in play, try and keep West Brom possession. Unfortunately, just about not able to. Unfortunately for them, thankfully for us. Long throw up the line by Leonard. I think it was Mepham that came in like a truck past Smallbone. It comes off him and goes out for another throw. Leonard goes back, or a semi-long throw across to Cooper, whose pass is poor. Sturge manages to get there past one, manages to get past two, and the referee does give the free kick. Good play from Sturge there. Cooper nearly sold him. Sturge manages to get in. Then he is tripped by Malumbi there. Smallbone will stand over it, but a lot of fans coming back to their seats now. You're coming back to your seats and you score. Ball whipped in. It's a lovely ball in. I don't know what the referee has seen. No one's gone down. Nothing's happened. The referee's just blown his whistle for something. Fuck knows. I think it was either Sturge or Aziz. It was a left foot. I think it was Sturge. Took the free kick. Smallbone also stood over it. And the referee's blown his whistle for something. Got no replay, so fuck knows. Goalkeeper's taking the free kick from outside his box when everyone was in there. And it's a poor pass and we've picked it up again. Again, that's another poor pass. Poor choice from Ballo there. Needs to give it wide. Tried to go infield. West Brom have the ball. Ball back to Griffiths. Coburn put a really quick pressure on it and somehow Collier's managed to get away with that. Goals go there. Hornchurch 1, Horsham 0, Cambridge 2, Crawley 0 and Bromley 3, Tranmere 1. Griffiths goes long and that will be easy for Kramer to deal with. And he's fucked it. Manages at the second attempt to get it. Tried to go with his right foot rather than his left, and he just sliced off the outside of his right foot and went left. Back towards Bender, and he just calmly nods it back towards him, with Hegabo just behind him. Bender with the long ball. Coburn touches it down. Smallbone can't get on the end of it. The ball's chipped out to Campbell, and Campbell manages to keep it in. Did that go out of play? I don't think it did. Sturge putting him under pressure. Ball out wide. Up the line, sorry. And it's headed by a West Brom player. He's headed by a Campbell. Out of play for a Millwall throw. Inside the West Brom half on the far side. Tranmere have pulled one back against Bromley. Long ball from Kramer. Smallbone with the flick on. I think Aziz was offside though. Lino took his time to put his flag up. I feel like it was the right decision. It's pretty obvious. I don't know why he didn't flag straight away. Lovely dummy from Price, I think it was. West Brom down the left-hand side. Then he slips as he tries to put the ball in first time. Leonard now. Ballo tries to turn. Ballo goes to ground, but no foul given. I think it's a foul against Leonard. I think it was a foul on Johnston, I think it was, or it was Malumbi. It was Malumbi. Yeah. West Brom on the far side. Down the outside he goes. Puts a cross into the back post and Bender manages to catch it. Bender holds on to it for too long and the referee gives the corner. It's not fucking good enough from Bender. We're 8 games into the fucking season. 11 if you count the cup games. You should fucking know by now not to have it for longer than 8 seconds. I feel like the only gripe you could have is that Hegabo stands in front of him, which should reset the counter. But I don't think that Hegabo was preventing him from playing the ball. Again, it's just fucking stupid. They've got a corner from nothing. Because Bender just didn't release it quick enough. Wallace with the corner then. Goes short. Plays it 1-2. First time crossing to the box is sliced away to the edge. And headed down. Ball played back. Cross goes in low. Shot from the edge and it's wide. Thank fuck. And again, if they'd scored from that, there's only one person you can blame. Thankfully, the shot from the edge goes wide. I don't know who it was from. I think it was Nat Phillips. Somehow. West Brom come forward again. Ball clipped over the top, looking for Hegabo. Kramer manages to deal with it. Mitchell chips one into the channel, looking for Aziz to run onto. Cuts inside. Goes for the shot from distance! What a goal, Femi Aziz! Holy fucking shit! What a strike! He's a good 25, 30 yards out. Mitchell's tipped one over the top and he's just brought it down. And with the touch, just took it inside. And without touching it again, it fell perfectly for him. And he just puts it into that top left-hand corner. What a goal, Femi Aziz. Millwall 2, West Brom 0. And I don't think we're going to see a better goal than that this season. What a goal. Watch it again. Mitchell with a lovely ball out to Aziz. Lets it bounce. Touches it inside. And then just whips one into the far corner. What a strike. Brilliant finish. And you have to say, 100% deserved. He got the assist for the first one, I think. And he's got the goal for the second. And what a fucking goal it was. Sometimes, as an opposition fan, when a team scores a goal like that, you just got to hold your hands up. And I'm not sure there's much that West Brom really could have done about that. Lovely chipped ball from Mitchell into Aziz. The touch from Aziz just sends Styles the wrong way. And then he just bends it to the far corner. The keeper has no chance. And it's the first time we've scored more than one goal in a game at home. Oh, West Brom now with a mountain to climb. Launch one forward from the halfway line. Kramer manages to shield off Hegabo. Don't make the same fucking mistake, Bender. Get rid of it, you cunt. And he does and slices his clearance. At least it reaches the halfway line. Aziz tries a little flick. Leonard touches it down, puts it up the line into a general area for Coburn to chase. The pass back from, I think it was Mepham. Bit of a risky one with Coburn that side, but manages to get it past him. And now Phillips can bring it forward. Into the channel goes Campbell. Manages to just about keep it in play. Up against Sturge. Puts it in the field for Johnston, I think it is. Goes to the byline. Pulls it across and the referee... Oh, the lino, sorry. Flags for the ball going out of play. Much to the dismay of Johnston, he doesn't believe it went out. Sorry to say it, mate, but it did. Filed have equalised against Telford. Cambridge are now 3 up. And Maidstone have retaken the lead against Dagenham. It's now Dagenham 1, Maidstone 2. Millwall fans chanting, Wallace, what's the score? And when there were talks in the summer about Wallace coming back and some fans were 50-50 on it, I don't know. Coburn manages to somehow bring that down. He's done well there to hold it off. Lovely footwork from Leonard. Chip ball into the channel, looking for Coburn to chase. Ball across to the keeper. Gets it out to the I think that's Phillips or it's Campbell. One of the two. I think it's Campbell. Bello stops it from going any further. The referee, I think, has given the throw the other way. 18 and 56. It is 18 and 56. I've obviously done the times from when I've seen the timer last. I would just change that really. Fuck off. $18, not 187 for fuck's sake, and 56. There you go. Cheers for that, mate. Thank you. Well, back to the game. Stars has a throw on this near side. Goes across to Malumbi. Just punts it back to Phillips. Yeah, it was Phillips. Don't know why I was like. Phillips receives it from Collier. Styles inside to Malumbi. Nice turn and switches the play out to the right hand side. Touchdown by Johnston. Up against Sturge. Tries to get away from him and Sturge just plays it off of Johnston. And out for a goal kick. Brilliant play from Zach Sturge as we have a substitution coming now. Illing Jr. and Josh Madger coming on for Jed Wallace and Price, I think it is. Tranmere have equalised against Bromley. Holy fucking shit, that's now Bromley 3, Tranmere 3. But Price comes off for Illing Jr. and Wallace off for Josh Madger. So 4-4-2 it looks like. With Madger and Hegabo up front. Surely they're not playing Madger as a 10. Ball launched forward. Coburn and Mepham tussling with each other. Coburn manages to intercept that well. Luongo with some feet, just can't find Aziz. Ball up the line, header forward by Leonard. Headed back where it came from by Malumbi. Leonard wins the header and then it's launched forward by, I think that was Johnston, I'm not entirely sure. But it's played back to Bendo, launches it forward. He just evades Ballo. Bounces past him. Malumbi back to Mepham. Brings it a little bit forward and then gives it to Styles, triggering Aziz to press. Ball out wide to Illing Jr. Goes back to Campbell. That's going to be a really, really tough test for Sturge. Where we get to properly see what he's made of. Tries to go past dear Johnston, but not having none of it was Leonard. Smallbone tried to chip it over the top for Coburn. Mepham done well just to get on the end of it. Styles under pressure goes back to Griffiths. And now Campbell dropped deep to receive it. Gives it to Malumbi. Across to Mepham. Urging his team to get up. Forward. Now Sturge. The Millwall munch on ringing around the den. Johnston moves in field. Gives it to Malumbi. Horsham have equalised against Hornchurch. Campbell gives it to Illing Jr. Deep cross is a poor one. Header away isn't the best. Then the West Brom player goes down. No foul, says the referee. I think it might have been Phillips, you know. Tried a couple of bits of quick feet to get past 2 or 3 Millwall players, but went down. Referee said no foul. And a clearance finds Malumbi. QPR have equalised against Bristol City. Bristol City 1, QPR 1. Mepham now Styles. up against Aziz, manages to get past him, plays it infield. Johnston turns, rolled past one. Preston have taken the lead at Charlton. Ball comes wide now to Leonard. Looking to go past Mepham, and then gives away the foul. Preston 1, Charlton 0. Phillips with the long ball forward. Cooper misses it. Sturge can play it back to Bender. Launches it forward. Headed by the West Brom defender. Mitchell comes across and puts it out for a throw-in on the halfway line on the far side. Didn't let Malone be passed. Campbell with the throw. Elling Jr. slips. Don't know why he was looking for the foul. He clearly slipped as he landed. Coburn backing into his man. Manages to get the other side of him. Good defending from, I think it was Collier. Just got in ahead of Coburn. Ball launched forward. It's flicked on. Cooper wins a header. Mitchell slides to keep it in play. Manages to do so, but it does fall into Phillips as my shit freezes. Yeah, I love it when it freezes. Ball launched out for play by Leonard for a throw. Taken quickly by Collier. Elling Jr.'s come all the way. No, that's Madger. Madger's dropped. Madger is deep. Cambridge have conceded. It's now Cambridge 3, Crawley 1. Elling Jr. Couple step overs. Now doubled up with Ballo and Sturge. And Ballo does well and manages to play it off of Elling Jr. and win Millwall throw. Good defensive work from the winger. And Camille Negley's coming on. I'm not sure who for. Hopefully not for Aziz, but actually, hopefully it is Aziz. Just to keep him fresh. I know we've got an international break coming up, but there's no point in him getting injured. It is Aziz. Aziz coming off for Camille Negley. And Aziz really deserves that man of the match performance. Just seeing the replay of it again. Lovely touch inside of Styles. And it's a brilliant finish. I've not seen a good finish, like a finish as good as that since Longman. Like at the Denham specific. How are we playing? We are starting to sit off a little bit. But defensively, I don't know if it's their poor or we're good. So take it how you want. But they've not really threatened. We've been comfortable really. Ball played into the channel. Ballo full sprint now. Campbell just about manages to get across and play it back to his keeper. Campbell playing a risky game. Gets it clear with his left foot. Header back where it came from. And it's found its way through to Coburn. Sturge. Back to Ballo, who had dropped a little bit deeper. Now Mitchell. I think that's Smallbone. Lovely pass into the channel, and Ballo's there. Ballo puts the cross in, and it's blocked behind for a corner on the far side. But yeah, we're playing. I feel we're playing well. This has been our best performance of the season in the league. Like from start to finish, we've been comfortable. We've been solid. Not really had a gripe with anyone or anything, apart from a couple times with Bender, but couldn't let him off. It didn't really cost anything. I feel like he should do a little bit better. Smallbone puts a crawl into the box. And it's onto the roof of the net. He's just started out around about the penalty spot. Maybe between the penalty spot and the edge of the box. But I feel like up and down, the whole team's been good. Again, I don't know why Ballo's rating is so low. Considering at times, Saka's just made it 2-0. To Arsenal against West Ham. But considering a good chunk of we've been able to, with Ballo and Aziz, we've been able to go down both flanks, and I think that's what we've been missing this season. But West Brom not really able to come forward, and every time they do, they're trying to chance ball forward, and it's just blocked by Luongo, sent back to where it came from. Keeper goes long, and then it's Hegerbar up against Cooper or Kramer. Kramer wins the header every day of the week. Yeah. Unfortunately, we've got the international break. Luongo putting pressure on the West Brom midfield, and then the ball into the channel with a chance ball, cut out by Kramer again. And then Ballo's fouled by Illing Jr. on the halfway line. Swansea 1, Leicester 1. Swansea have just scored. But yeah, we need to play like this every week. I don't think we've necessarily been flawless, and we've not really been tested defensively. But coming forward, we've been good. Not really been clinical. Or I say not been clinical. We've not really created the chances to be clinical. But when we've had our chances, we've fucking took them. And that's a poor ball from Luongo straight into the keeper's arms. As it freezes again. Shit, can you stop it? There we go. Can you not, man? Thank you. Stars comes forward. Then goes back. Mepham to Phillips. Phillips gives it to Campbell. Tried to play it into Madger's feet, but didn't get the pass right. And then there's a counter-attack on. Ballo has Sturge up ahead of him. It's a lovely ball. Sturge into the box. And it's straight! Lovely finish. Brilliant counter. And that is how clinical we need to be every fucking week. That's what we should be doing every fucking week. Turning them over high and making them pay for their mistakes. It's a lovely ball from Ballo into Sturge. The way on it is perfect. And Sturge into the box, one-on-one with the keeper. Fires it into the top right-hand corner. And after a 4-0 drumming in midweek, this is exactly how you want to respond. Lovely finish into the top corner. Let me just double check that that is the right time. It's in the 73rd minute now. See, even that says 72. For fuck's sake. Oh well. There we go. I fixed it now. Lovely finish from Sturge. And I think that's his first goal in professional football. And I've got to say, Griffiths, I think for all 3 goals, realistically, there ain't much Griffiths can really do with them. So the fact he's like what's that, 4.8? I think that's a bit harsh. But Ballo gets himself an assist. His first goal contribution for Millwall. I think. Long throw into the box. 2 West Brom players getting each other's way. I feel like we need to take Coburn off. Maybe take off one of Mitchell or Luongo. And we've won it again. And we can counter again here. Luongo looks for the switch. And it is blocked. But if I was Alex Neil, yeah, I'd be making 2 or 3 subs just to shore up the game. Just to get some fresh legs on and save some of the more important players like Ballo, Smallbone, Coburn. Chip ball into the channel, just evades Coburn. Styles manages to get it away from Negley. Kramer's header finds Leonard. chipped ball into the channel once more. No one's there this time. And the pass from Smallbone. Oh, Coburn fouled. Trying to shield it. Phillips goes through the back of him. And we got a free kick in a decent position. We could make it 4 here. This is the kind of thing we need to do. Like, I know you have the sports, like the element of sportsmanship comes into it. But when you're on a negative, what was we, -5, -6 when before today? We've got to put teams to the sword and get as many as we can. We've got to recover that goal difference. Especially after Wednesday. And this is exactly the type of performance that we have needed. Well, we haven't seen a performance like this off the back of a defeat so far this season, in my opinion. This is by far the best that we've played in the league. I still think the Palace game was better, but we were against better opposition. Smallbone with the ball into the back post, headed away, and then it's controlled down. Somehow Kramer's managed to pick it up, gives it to Negley, tries to go down the outside and manages to get past his man. Plays it infield for Kramer. Kramer puts the ball across and it just evades Smallbone in the middle. Mitchell takes it wide. Chance is still alive. Goes back to Sturge. Back to Mitchell. Fakes across and then goes back to Leonard. Just goes back to Bender and just keeps the ball. Good play. Brilliant cross from Kramer. Just evaded Smallbone. Kramer with the flick on. And the keeper lets it go out of play for the goal kick. It takes it quickly and the ball forward. Just evades Sturge and finds Elling Jr. whose pass back is poor. And Ballo picks it up. Mitchell. I feel like we needed to get Mitchell and Luongo off for sure. I'm not sure how we could do that, but I really want them both rested and I do not need them getting injured. Negley back to Kramer, and now for the first time this season, and it won't happen many times, Millwall fans are laying at every pass. Right, it's a poor bounce back by Sturge. Elling Jr. with the cross. Poor one. Sturge intercepts. Can take his time. Manages to launch it forward. It's headed forward. Malumbi manages to turn, and it is a foul against Luongo. Similar one to the one that happened on Coburn a couple of minutes ago. Preston have made it 2-0 against Charlton. Mazusako, Kundal and Ivanovic already getting ready to come on. For Mitchell. Hopefully for Luongo and all. Leicester have retaken the lead at Swansea. Swansea City 1, Leicester City 2. But yes, Mazusako on for Mitchell. Kundal on for Smallbone, so we're leaving Luongo on. Unless we go 4-4-2, which I doubt we will. I mean, we can't. We are taking off Coburn for Ivanovic. And Alex Moa and Diakite looking to come on for West Brom, replacing Collier, I think that is. And Malumbi. It is. So both Collier and Malumbi coming off for Moa and Diakite. So a chance for Johnston to cross the ball into the box. Does whip it in. It's flicked on by a West Brom player, but Bend had it covered. Did dive across, but just to ensure that it went behind. Nothing really troubling. We'll see it again here, yeah. think it was Josh Madger with the header. Not entirely sure who it was. Fylde have taken the lead against Telford. Cool. Ball launched forward by Bender. Crosses the halfway line. Way! Ivanovic gets physical and all. Negley manages to keep it in play. Ivanovic and Ballo triggering the press, but the keeper manages to get it around Ballo, who's still sprinting towards the ball. The ball played into the channels, be dealt with by Sturge. Plays it off of Illing Jr. and out for the throw. As it stands, we go 8th at the moment with other results in and around us. Level on points with West Brom. One more goal, and I think we go above them. Because they're on -1, we're on -3. Obviously, when we score, we'd be on -2, as would they. But I think we would have scored more goals. Actually, no, they've scored more goals. There's no way. I think we'd only be on 7 and they're still on 9. Negley picks up a loose pass. Manages to give it back to Kramer. It was a bit of a suspect pass from Negley there. Luongo, I thought he got an arm in the face there. Johnston goes through Leonard's legs, cuts inside into the box, goes back down the outside. And it comes off Kramer and goes behind for a corner on the near side. In swinger from Johnston to come. Just under 10 minutes to go, plus stoppages, of course. And hopefully, corner comes in, evades the player at the near post and just launched away by Kramer. Headed back in towards the danger area. Luongo goes down. Shot comes in from the edge and it's over the bar. And I have to say, Josh Madger puts it over the bar. Only about an inch or a couple inches over the bar. But you have to say that is probably their best chance that they've had. Still yet to register a shot on target. And that probably was their best effort at goal so far. Do well to make the space. I ended up being a good yard or two over. Bit of head tennis. Kundal wins a header. Free header by Madger finds... Diakite. Tried to find Madger. Header comes in. Negley heads it infield. Diakite heads on. Ballo touches it down. Just couldn't get on it. Mazusako once more as well. And apparently there's a foul in there. QPR take the lead against Bristol City. Bristol City 1, QPR 2. Wow. And I think that puts us above them. I'm not entirely sure where QPR are though, so I won't comment on that. We might still be 8th, but that could mean that we could be 7th now. But it's starting to tighten up at the top a little bit more. Ball finds its way to Madger, flicks it on for Johnstone, into the box, cuts inside, looks for the far corner, and it's snuffed out. I don't know if that counts as a shot on target or a blocked shot. But that is probably the most comfortable save Bender's had to make so far. Pretty sure it's the only save. No power behind it. And the ball launched forward out play for a throw near West Brom's corner flag. Think there's going to be a substitution maybe? I don't know. No, Ballow's down on the floor. So please take him off. Because again, I feel like, say it quietly, everyone from the defence upwards been brilliant today. Have been completely flawless. Everyone's been flawless today. Bender is the only player that wasn't, and that's because he misplaced a couple long balls, and Ballo now having to go off the pitch. Don't think he's being substituted, although I'm not sure. He is. Maku comes on for Ballo. So Marku is our fifth and final change. And I don't mind that. Aziz, Smallbone, Ballo, Mitchell and Coburn. Obviously without making subs to our centre-backs. Header forward by Cooper. Flicked on by Luongo. Ivanovic jumps, just about can't get there. Mazusako wins the first. 55th, loses to the 50-50 in the second, and now West Brom can counter. Got Kondo running at it's Majo running at Kondo. Diakite loses out to Sturge. Amaku, sorry. Brilliant defending from Amaku. Ball played wide to Styles into Johnston. Now finds Diakite, I think that is. And then tackle from Kondo. Negley just shore it up at the back, tries to get it clear. It's deflected. Final West Brom player, good turn. Shot from distance is blocked, and then the West Brom player shoots. And I think it was Maja, who was offside anyway, but he's missed. All he's got to do is just play it over the goalkeeper and it's in. Regardless, it didn't matter anyway. He was clearly offside, and somehow he's hit it straight at Bender anyway. Clearance not the best from Negley. Lovely turn. I don't know who that was. Yeah, miles offside. Not even close. But from about 6 yards out, with Bender 2 yards in front of him, somehow still managed to hit him. But Sturge has the ball, puts it into the channel. But I don't even think the flash could have reached that in time. Leicester have gone 3-1 up. Yeah. I'm still torn between him being a starter or an impact sub. Or a little nibble from Luongo. Misplaced pass there. Kundal touches it back to Bendo, just gets it away. Ivanovic chasing. Long ball forward. Picked up by Sturge. Into Amaku. Touchdown from Mazusai. Poor pass from Amaku. And forward come West Brom. Deep early cross. Cleared away to the edge. Touch to Johnston. Tried to chip it through. And Leonard just doesn't let it past. Negley touches it. Tries to play it forward. And it's blocked by Johnston. Luongo finds Kundal. Now Negley. Ball forward by Leonard. Ivanovic is onside. Pulls it across. It just doesn't get enough on it. And it's cleared out for the throw. And there will be a substitution made. I'm not sure why. I don't know who that is. But number 11, and that is Johnston, comes off for, I don't even know who that is. I can't see his number on his shirt. Bostock. There we go. Can't really, like, the shirt numbers and just the West Brom away shirt in itself is just poor. Leonard with the cross. Ivanovic heads it back across, but no one was there. Negley, 25 yards out. I should have given it Sturge, but he's carried on with it. Now gives it Sturge. And then drops deep to receive it, Negley. Onto his right foot. Cuts back onto his left. Moves forward for Amaku. Cuts inside. The shot is poor. Touchdown. Luongo strike from distance is wide. Cross comes in at the back post and it's headed over by Hegabo. West Brom not really doing much other than just half chances at best, not really being able to get any clear cuts. And you got to say, from a West Brom point of view, after the poor performances that Millwall have sustained, and with the good start that West Brom have had, 3 minutes added on, you would have thought that West Brom would have at least done something like somewhat better. But that run stretches on to 6 years since West Brom's last win. Against Millwall. Obviously, they're spending the Premier League during that 6 years, but the other 5 years or 4 years, poor foul from Luongo. But the atmosphere is dead. It's kind of quiet from both sets of fans. I'm sure there's not many West Brom fans even left. Yeah, I can kind of see there is. They're into the box, cut back. Madja doesn't shoot, gives it across, and the cross is blocked. It looks as though Styles will line up a long throw, and now he's calling him short. Styles. Now, I think it's Moat. There we go. Diakite. Ball played across to Mepham. Goes for the long switching ball. Sturridge wins his header. And then carries on the run. Chasing his ball. And launches it up the line. Ivanovic is there up against the defender. And it's a foul. On, I think it was Illing Jr. who was fouled by Ivanovic. But the game's just petering out at this point. 3 points are in the bag. I'm pretty sure you could probably safely say that the clean sheet's in the bag. An all-round brilliant performance, I have to say. West Brom, ball into the channel, into the box. Turns out, cross goes in. Luongo heads away. Back out wide. And forces them all the way back to their defence. Ball goes in and it's out of play for a goal kick. Held over Harry. I do not think that all of our bad performances have been on Alex Neil whatsoever. I think you can question some of his decisions when it comes to decision making in terms of formation and who we're playing when. I don't necessarily 100% think that it's all down to Alex Neil and his tactics. I think it's just 100% on the players. There goes the final whistle. That is done. 3 points in the bag. And for the first time since last Monday, Millwall have won a game. And for the first time since the opening day, we've won a game scoring more than one goal. And for the first time, and I'm going to quickly go find this. Let me just find this out real quick. For the first time since Norwich at home on the 21st of April, we've won a game by more than one goal. But yeah, that is it. It is done. Very, very good result, I have to say. I don't think, again, pretty much from keeper upwards. I mean, Bender's the lowest rated player here, I'm pretty sure. I think. I don't know. Let me see. No, Bender's just gone up to a 7.6. I'm not sure why. I don't know why Smallbone's the lowest. I would have said, if anything, Bender's the lowest. Sturge was apparently our highest rated player, which just shows how really, really good he was down that left-hand side. Getting a better rating than Femi Aziz, who got a goal and an assist, and what a goal it was. I implore you all, if you can, go and look for that goal. Honestly, definitely goal of the season contender, and it probably will win goal of the season come the end of it. But thank you all for watching. That's me done. There will be a post-match reaction at some point tonight. Oh, hopefully. Unfortunately, now we're into the international break. So hopefully, come back from the international break and we can carry this form on. Thank you all for watching.